Do you know that many people reach their 70s believing they're living carefully, doing everything right, yet still feel tired, disconnected, and quietly unhappy? What most don't realize is that it's often not illness or bad luck causing this decline, but small daily habits that slowly steal strength, joy, and independence. These habits don't appear dangerous. They feel normal, comfortable, even safe. But over time, they quietly shape how the body moves, how the mind thinks, and how the heart feels. Today, I want to talk to you honestly and gently about those patterns, not to scare you, but to remind you that it is never too late to feel alive again. One of the most damaging beliefs people adopt after 70 is the idea that slowing down will protect them. It sounds reasonable. Rest more, move less, avoid risk. But the human body was never designed for stillness. When movement disappears, muscles weaken, balance fades, and even confidence begins to erode. The body doesn't understand fear or caution. It only understands use or neglect. When muscles are not used, they quietly shrink. Circulation slows. Energy drops. Even the brain becomes less alert. What's surprising is that many seniors stop moving because they feel tired. Yet the reason they feel tired is because they stop moving. Gentle daily motion, standing up often, walking a little farther, stretching, lifting light objects, send a powerful message to the body that it is still needed, and the body responds with strength. Movement at this stage of life is not about fitness or appearance. It's about dignity. It's about being able to rise from a chair without fear, walk with confidence, and trust your own body again. Another habit that silently drains happiness is allowing life to revolve entirely around illness and age. Of course, health matters. But when every conversation becomes a list of symptoms, medications, and complaints, the mind begins to associate aging with nothing but decline. Words shape identity. What we talk about repeatedly becomes what we believe, and what we believe determines how we live. When people constantly compare pain, they unknowingly reinforce the idea that their best days are gone. But when the focus shifts, even slightly, toward gratitude, memories, laughter, or curiosity, something changes inside. Stress softens. Energy returns. Hope grows quietly. The body listens to the mind. A hopeful mind creates resilience. A negative one invites exhaustion. Aging changes the body, yes, but it does not have to shrink the spirit. One of the greatest myths of growing older is that learning belongs to the young. Many people tell themselves they are too old to learn something new, too slow, too forgetful. But the brain does not weaken because of age. It weakens because it stops being challenged. The brain thrives on novelty. Every new skill, no matter how small, builds fresh connections and keeps the mind flexible. Learning something new isn't about mastery. It's about engagement. Reading, cooking a new recipe, using new technology, painting, gardening, or simply asking questions keeps the mind awake. When the mind stays curious, confidence returns. And when confidence returns, life feels open again. Curiosity is not a luxury. It is nourishment for the aging brain. As people age, many quietly lose their sense of purpose without even realizing it. Retirement happens. Children grow up. Responsibilities fade. And slowly, days begin to feel empty. Without purpose, even good health feels meaningless. Purpose is not about big achievements. It is about knowing that your presence matters, that someone benefits from your existence. Purpose can be as simple as caring for a plant, helping a neighbor, teaching a grandchild, volunteering, or sharing wisdom gained over decades. When you wake up with a reason to get out of bed, the body follows the mind. Energy increases. Mood improves. Even physical health responds. Purpose fuels life. Without it, the spirit quietly dims. Emotional health is often the most neglected part of aging. Many older adults carry grief, loneliness, or regret silently, believing it is something they must simply endure. But emotional pain is not a normal part of aging. Suppressed emotions weaken the immune system, drain motivation, and cloud the mind. Human beings are wired for connection at every age. When emotional connection fades, the body suffers. But when connection returns, even in small ways, healing begins. A phone call, a shared laugh, a smile exchange with a stranger. These moments release chemicals in the brain that calm the nervous system and strengthen the heart. Connection is medicine, and it is always available. Aging does not mean becoming invisible. It does not mean losing value. The most fulfilled older adults are not the ones with perfect health, but the ones who remain engaged, curious, purposeful, and emotionally open. They understand that while the body changes, the ability to grow never disappears. Strength can be rebuilt, joy can be rediscovered, habits can be changed, and life can still feel meaningful. If you recognize yourself in any of these patterns, don't judge yourself. Awareness is not about blame. It is about choice. And today, you still have choices. You can move a little more, speak a little kinder, learn something new, create purpose, reach out. Every small decision adds life to your years. You have come too far to live on autopilot. Choose awareness. Choose connection. Choose growth. Because growing older is inevitable, but growing empty is not.